It's like I too am psychic and can predict that the 90% chance of something happening actually does happen. All right, let's head down here where we can find an X accuracy. That is somewhat useful in certain situations that I won't be using, but we can head up. Give me blood. Don't your Pokemon lick? Alright, we're up against Chandler Angelica. She has Gastlys. Go Bebo. Bebo, like I said, is raking in the levels. I already got 2 since we started after my level grinding to get him up to par. I figured he would get a lot of she would get a lot of levels as we went through this, but I figured that having it even at low level would be good. But it turned out to be too tough. So level grinding done, and really shows the good work that we have done. Hey look, down goes the other Gastly. I wonder what will come next. A level up. That was not a good one. That was not a good one. We're still getting more HP though. That is good. Hey look, a Gastly. And out comes the third and final Gastly of this fight. As you might expect, there will probably be more. Bebo is quickly surpassing everybody else in my party in terms of levels. Bebo, you are good against Ghost. Groan! Don't you groan at me! 704 Pokebucks. Hey look, Bebo wants to level up, or evolve again. It's not gonna happen. Let me guess, you were possessed. I feel anemic and weak. I don't think that has anything to do with the possession though. Key. Is key like a Japanese ghost saying? Because it doesn't translate. It really doesn't. I've come to accept it, but I don't understand it. And Jennifer wants to fight, and she has a Gastly. It's really just Gastlys and Haunters, and there aren't very many Haunters. So more bites, more one-shotting, and down goes Gastly. Those black glasses are really coming in handy. Why didn't I use those when I was grinding? It would have made it so much easier for me. I might not need to grind at all. And down goes Jennifer. Key. I just don't get it. What's going on here? What indeed? How you doing? Qua. I just don't know anymore. I just don't know. Alright, Channeler Amelia would like to battle. She has a Gastly. Go Bebo! Bebo, you are quickly catching up to Mr. Jency. You're still not as powerful as Mr. Jency, but you're almost there. You're almost there. You probably need to be about like 10 to 15% higher than Mr. Jency, but still. No, probably 10 to 15 levels. What am I talking about? Something fell out! What do you mean something fell out? I don't get it. My hair didn't fall out. It was a malevolent spirit. Apparently something fell out of her head. Okay. Now we will head down and we will find ourselves a rare candy. I'm not going to use that, but I will get into a fight with a Gastly. And let's head up yet another staircase that is in our way. Be gone, intruders. And now we get into kind of a random fight. And this is what a ghost normally looks like should you have come here without the Sylph Scope. This is what you would encounter, and you can't do anything with it. The ghost appeared. Luckily, I have the Sylph Scope. Sylph Scope unveiled the ghost's identity. It's actually a Marowak. Marowak is the evolved form of a Cubone. Notice how a Marowak also has like something else's skull on its head. And I have Songja out front. I finally switched Bebo out because it's a ground type. So go Razor Leaf. Actually, Bebo would probably be still pretty good against the Marowak, but we're gonna go for something a little bit more effective like a Razor Leaf. It's super effective, as you might expect. Incoming Leer. Songja's defense fell, so I'm going to hope for the best here with the Sleep Powder. There we go. It worked out well. I don't like the fact that my defense is lowered. I'm thinking that Marowak might be able to one-shot Samja because it is normally effective against it. Ground is normally effective against Samja, so I'm just hoping Razor Leaf does its work. I'm gonna need a couple more of those to land. Super effective. As long as you stay asleep this time, then we're good. And Marowak can be defeated. Now, there's a couple things about Marowak. You cannot catch this Marowak. I can't catch it because it would be against the rules anyway, but even if it wasn't against the rules, you can't like throw a Pokeball at it. I think it just disappears. You have to defeat it, except for one thing. You can throw a Pokeball, or sorry, not a Pokeball, a Pokédoll at it, and it will somehow end the fight. You can also run, but really you're supposed to defeat the Marowak here. So let us actually do that. Down goes the Marowak. We have calmed the spirit that has been plaguing the tower. While Marowak has fainted, Samja gets a good chunk of experience, and we have won. The ghost was the restless spirit of Cubone's mother. The mother's spirit was calmed. It departed to the afterlife. It's kind of dark, game. It's kind of dark. Now we are free to head up these stairs to the top level of the Pokémon Tower, where we can find Team Rocket people. I recognize that outfit even without seeing the R. What do you want? Why are you here? That's kind of a good question. Why am I up here? But we're up against Team Rocket Grunts. He has a Zubat, which is why I have Cube with me. Cube, a spark would be greatly appreciated about now. Should be able to take out the Zubat. Indeed it is. Cube, I underestimated you, really? You're doing decent work for me. Hey look, another Zubat. At least it's not a Gastly at this point. Anything other than a Gastly would be appreciated. Like that Marowak, it was not a Gastly, therefore I loved it. I wanted to catch it, but there were a lot of things going on with that. Hey look, it's super effective. And down goes the Zubat. More experience heading my way, and the Golbat is coming. So, no, I will be fine with Cube. Hopefully. Still level 25. Spark should at least do more than half here. Yeah, still more than half. I just have to hope the Golbat doesn't one-shot me, which it should not do. And it's paralyzed anyway. Oh, I absolutely destroyed your Zubat and Golbat line. Really, you should think about expanding the list of Pokemon that you have, you know? 915, a lot of experience for defeating that Golbat. I give up! Give me my money. Just give me my money. I'm not going to forget this. And off he goes. And so we'll just move on. This old guy marched right up to our hideout. Then he starts ranting about how Team Rocket's abusing Pokemon, so we're just talking it over as adults. Oh, you know that old guy is the most powerful thing here. You know that, right? He's got like level 50 Pokemon up there. But for the time being, we're up against yet another Team Rocket Grunt. He's got a coughing out front, which means it's Mr. Gency's time to shine. Psychic, please. I still have 14 of them. These are very effective against Gastly, so if you also have a Mr. Gency, or you know, you have a Kadabra, and you have access to Confusion, Confusion is also going to be very, very useful. I usually use this point to level up my Kadabra, but not today. Not today. Mr. Gency's fine all by himself. All right, switching to a Drowsy. I will switch. I was about to say let's go with Bebo, but Bebo's going to be weak against it. So we'll go with Sanders. Like I said, I am forcing Sanders to be my psychic killer. Out comes the Drowsy. And it's time to show off Fly. Sanders flew up high into the air. Drowsy used Poison Gas, which misses because I am too high in the air. Go, Sanders! As you can see, it was pretty effective. But, you know, it still gets a turn. We're going to go for Fly again, because that should be enough to take out the Drowsy. Flew up high, It goes for confusion again, but it misses. Most things miss when you're up in the air. There are some exceptions, but for the standard things, it'll miss. And down goes Drowsy. Sanders gets a good chunk of experience. Oh, I was hoping that it would do more. Sanders still pretty high level, though. And down goes Team Rocket Grunt. Please, no more. Give me your money. Get out of my face, too. Pokemon are only good for making money. Why not use them? You stay out of our business. And away he goes. Let's take on the third Rocket. You're not saving anyone, kid. Am I not now? I confused myself with that sentence. All right, we're up against yet another Team Rocket Grunt. He has yet another Zubat. So we have Cube. Cube should do some good damage for me with a Spark. And down goes Zubat. Down it goes. You know how to kill the Zubat. It's very easy to deal with. But apparently if you don't, it can wreck house. All right. Oh, I went too fast there, but it was a good level up. We got a couple 2s in there. And it is trying to learn self-destruct. Delete a move for self-destruct? No, but I will take a look at it because we have not actually seen it. It is, as you might expect, a self-destruct move. Cube will kill itself in order to inflict 200 power to your opponent. So it sacrifices itself to do a lot of damage. If you're not doing Nuzlocke, this is something you should consider, especially if you are low on HP anyway, or you think Cube will die. It is going to be faster than your opponent, so chances are it'll work well for you. The user blows up to inflict severe damage, even making itself faint. I will not use this because I want to let Cube live. So, no self-destruct. All right. What is coming up next? We're about to use... Oh, Rattata. Should have brought Rumpus with me. No, Rumpus. Rumpus, the Mankey. All right, we're going to switch to Mr. Gensy. Mr. Gensy, it doesn't matter what the type is. Mr. Gensy will be able to kill it. All right, out comes the Rattata, and here comes the Psychic. And hey, look, down goes the Rattata. That's the beauty of Mr. Gensy. All right, he's going to switch back to a Zubat, so I'll switch back to Cube. Mr. Gensy could easily wipe the floor with the Zubat, but let's get Cube some experience here. All right, we'll go for another Spark. Should be more than enough to take out Zubat. Down it goes. And Mr. Gensy, do not question it. All right, back to Raticate. We'll go with Mr. Gensy again. Mr. Gensy should, once again, do more than enough damage to take out whatever is thrown in front of him. Incoming Raticate, still low level, so Psychic should be more than enough yet again. Doesn't matter if it's evolved or not. Down goes the Raticate, and we get a good chunk of experience yet again, and Mr. Gensy levels up, and 3 special attack, 2 speed. That's really all I care about. And yeah, don't let Mr. Gensy get hit with a physical attack. Special, maybe, but really, you should be faster anyway. And down goes the Team Rocket Grunt. Don't fight us, Rockets. Indeed, I won't. Sure. All right, we're going to watch this one because he's going to walk away as soon as this is over. So Mr. Gensy will not evolve yet again. Yeah, it's just not going to happen. You're not getting away with this, and away he goes. Now, if you have the item finder with you, after this you'll want to come back. Spoiler, when we talk to him, we're going to be leaving the tower. If you have the item finder, you're going to want to come back here, stand exactly where he is, and you should be able to find yourself a Soothe Bell. But since I do not have the item finder, I cannot get that. That is yet another hold item, and it is actually pretty useful. It's a defensive one, and it works pretty well. You came to save me? Thank you, but I came here of my own free will. I came to calm the spirits of Cubone's mother. I think Marowak's spirit has finally left us. I must thank you for your kind concern. Follow me to my home, Pokémon house at the foot of this tower. And do you remember that, he kind of had like this orphanage thing? No? Well, he did, and he was not here because he was in the tower. Dumpus. Your Pokédex quest is one that requires strong dedication. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Without deep love for Pokémon, your quest may fail. It will fail. I'm not sure if this will help you, but I'd like you to have it. And we get a Poké Flute. This is an incredibly useful item. It is a key item, but it is so useful. Upon hearing the Poké Flute, sleeping Pokémon will spring awake. Try using it on Pokémon that are sleeping obstacles. So he just kind of flat out tells you, use it on Snorlax. It could work. Let's take a look at this, though. Now, I do believe that in this version as well, you can use it in battle. I will have to check that, though. A flute that is said to instantly awaken any Pokemon. It has a lovely tone. Apparently just the one tone. But with the Poké Flute in hand, it's pretty clear what we need to do next. We need to get those Snorlaxes out of our way. But we will have to do that next time. That is going to do it for these parts of Let's Play Pokémon LeafGreen. I've been Baller Scoop. I've been joined, as always, by Dumpus and his high-level Pokemon squad of Cube, Sanders, Mr. Gency, Samja, Templayer, and Bebo. Hope you guys have enjoyed these parts. Hope you laughed. Hope you learned. Hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.